Actually, Mom was here first.
I was here first,
Yeah, we had a weekend home in Rock Hall for many, many years.
Yeah.
And we would go there on weekends and in the summer. And then Mom had a gentleman friend that had a waterfront farm outside of Cambridge, out on Castlehaven.
Castlehaven, yeah.
So, and then when Mom decided to retire from her business in Baltimore, she moved to Cambridge.
Yeah, I moved to Cambridge.
At a point in time, she decided the house in Cambridge was an old, big, Victorian, beautiful home, and Mom kept it in perfect condition, but it just got to be too much, and she decided to sell that, and she moved here into town in Easton because I had moved to Talbot County myself in 1990, and I had moved into town in 1996. So shortly thereafter, Mom moved to Easton, and we wound up here in Easton together.
Yeah.
Separate houses. I love Easton.
Oh, I do too.
Easton is my home.
Yeah.
I lived in Baltimore my whole life until I moved here, but I really feel as though Easton is my home at this point. I feel more connected here than I ever did really in Baltimore as far as a connection to the ground and the community, and I love it here. I'm not sure I really remember exactly how I found it. I know, as Mom was living on her own very independently and such, and we started getting to the point where she wasn't preparing meals as often and needed a little bit of help and that sort of thing, and we started thinking about alternatives, and I started asking around a little bit, and the Dixon house kept coming up as far as a possibility. Mom was reluctant to leave her home. She'd been very independent for very many years, and so one thing led to another, and situations changed, and we needed to make a decision, and Mom came over for a visit and got her hair done and got a pedicure.
That's always a good sign.
And decided to stay.
Yeah.
When you really look around here, as far as the physical structure and the Victorian atmosphere and the porch across the front, this is only 18 rooms. It's really like a little Victorian boutique hotel.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mom loves the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crazy about the porch.
Do you have a favorite chair? Do you have a favorite chair?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Get a little annoyed when people are in it?
Yes, get out of my chair.
Actually, where Mom's room is on the second floor, there's a screened porch right on the corner, right next to her room. And her favorite wicker chair from her porch at home, we brought over here and is on that porch. So if she decides to go on that smaller porch upstairs, she's got her wicker chair that she's had for decades.
Right.
But she really does prefer to be on the main front porch on the rockers with all the rest of the residents. I have been in this building variously at every hour of the day and night, and everything is always just right, just like you want it to be. And Mom is happy and safe, and it really is an enormous comfort to me knowing that she's here.
I don't really have much of what you would call a routine. I think I just kind of let it carry out on its own. I get up when I get up, and that's it.
Generally around the crack of noon.
Well,
Mom's not a morning person.
Oh, okay.
It's not uncommon, I think, for the staff to find her in the living room watching television at midnight.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wish that everyone could have this kind of a retirement experience. And unfortunately, I don't think there are very many places like this,
No,
like the
I don't
Dixon
think
house.
there are. Yeah.
I think this is the exception. And I would love to think that there would be places like this all over, and I don't know that I've found one. At least certainly not locally here other than the Dixon house.
Yeah.